Good morning, 7:30 a.m. It is day 14 of my 15 biggest entrepreneurial goofs. Hope you guys are having a fantastic, amazing day. Let's get this party started. We're talking about pricing today and some of the mistakes I've made and hopefully some of the mistakes I can help you avoid. Let's get right into it. Thanks for joining me. This is Coach Johnson, Harvest Coach, West Coast. We have lots of my folks on the East Coast that do an amazing job, but I'm the one out here in the West. And also, I teach Krav Maga and physical fitness, and I've been doing that for a very, very long time. So, today we're talking about pricing and some of the mistakes I've made, some of the mistakes I've seen others make, and hopefully some of the mistakes you can avoid making for your product, service, or company. And the thing I want to get into today mostly is to avoid setting your price for whatever you're selling and just arbitrarily, just deciding, you know what, I'm going to be $100 a month. I'm going to be $25 a unit, or whatever it is. And I made this mistake because oftentimes, especially when you're a small business starting out and you don't have like obviously if you're a franchise or something like that, your prices are going to be fairly well set from your parent company. So that's a little bit different story. But if you're setting up your own shop and you're selling merchandise or food, or you're have a service to provide, you're going to be setting up your own price. And what usually happens, again, people look around, they go, what is everybody else charging for this? They go, I'm going to charge about the same, or I want to charge a little less and be the discount, company, or I'm going to charge a little more and be the premium company. And that can work. But what I really want you to think about doing is some reverse engineering. So decide how much money your business has to make per month, per year, per day, whatever it is. And, and then look at your costs for providing your service or your product. How much does it cost to do that, whether it's equipment or product, or if it's waste, if you're doing a food product. Excuse me. Look at all these different equations, and then you kind of go backwards from there and go, well, if I need to sell 100 units a day to make my goal, and I need to generate $700 in revenue, so I have to be able to net $7 per unit, so I gotta price my thing at $32 because it costs me $25. You see what I'm getting at? Service is a little bit different in that oftentimes your time is what the resource is. You're doing consulting, you're doing training, maybe you're traveling. So you have to factor the time in it, and what is your time worth per hour, per day, per week, per year, and reverse engineer from there. And if you don't take this approach, which what often happens is you might be like, wow, we're really busy, we're selling a lot of product, or I have a lot of clients, and then you go at the end of the month, there's just no money left, or not enough, and then we paid the bills, but there's nothing left to invest back in the company, or for my my savings for my future, for my retirement, or my investments, or whatever your case is that you're planning to do with your profit. So basically, what I'm saying is you have to figure out what you need to charge to make a profit. If you're not making a profit, perhaps you're a small business owner of one and you're paying yourself. Well, then you got to make then your money goes to you as a salary, if you will, or payroll. And if you don't do these calculations, you can very easily find yourself spending a lot of time and energy with your time, money, resources, and not seeing the profit. So this is not a long video. Again, there's a whole bunch of formulas you can go into for specific niches, but I want you to avoid just arbitrarily picking a price because that's what everybody else is charging. So if you're selling skateboards and everybody's charging $140 for skateboards, you're like, well, I'm going to charge $145. Well, why? Maybe you need to charge more. Maybe you can charge a little bit less and be a better cost option and still make the profit that you want. Now, that being said, I'm going to put a little warning in here. And if you find you do this calculation, this reverse engineering, and you're like, wow, I could charge way less than everybody else in the market for my product or service, I'm going to do that. And if everybody else is charging $200 a month to do my service, and I can do $100 a month to do my service and still make the profit I need, there's a perception in the marketplace you have to be aware of. And if you are way cheaper than everybody else, sometimes the perception is that your product or service is not as good, even if that's not the truth. But in the eyes of the consumer, their perception is their reality. And their reality may not be the truth. And this is, I know I'm talking like some kind of a Jedi conversation here. Perception is reality, but reality is not the truth. the truth is maybe you don't need to charge more than $100 for your product. But the reality is, if you charge too little for your product, you may be perceived as being a lower value option or lower quality option, depending on how the case goes. So, two things to go in pricing. One is reverse engineer your rates or your product pricing so that you can make a profit that works for your goals. And two, be aware of where your pricing lands you in the marketplace. Now, conversely, you might find, well, I need to make $140 per skateboard. For I don't know what skateboards go for. I don't skateboard, but I'm using it as an example. And you find that really the market's not going to pay more than $95. Well, now we have a problem. Now you have to find a way for your client, your potential clients, to understand why your skateboard is worth 50% more than everybody else's. And maybe you can do that. Maybe there's some extra value in there that you can add that makes your skateboard so amazing, people are willing to pay the premium for it. All right. A lot of information in a short time, guys. Hope that makes sense. So if you're watching this live, write live in the comments. I'm going to give out my third favorite book this week, tomorrow as a matter of fact, because today's Thursday. And leave me a number between 1 and 100, and I will do my random number generator drawing tomorrow, because I don't have like a big bowl of tickets or anything like that. I use the phone for doing those drawings. And if you're watching this on any of the content channel, I thank you for your time. So you can find me. Obviously, if you're watching this live on Facebook, you know I'm on Facebook. But if you're watching this on my Instagram or LinkedIn or any of the channels, YouTube, please make sure you follow me at Harvest Coach Daryl Instagram or Harvest Coach Daryl on Facebook. And we will have our other platforms. We'll be doing TikTok Shorts, Instagram Shorts, Facebook Shorts, et cetera, and YouTube Shorts too. So not everybody wants to spend 10 minutes watching a video. Some people want to get some information in 45 seconds or so. And I'm going to do my absolute best to make sure I provide enough value in short bursts that you can still get benefit from it. So again, it's Coach Daryl Johnson, Harvest Coach out on the West Coast, and also IYC coaching from Krav Maga, physical fitness, mindset, all that good stuff out here in sunny San Diego. Usually sunny, almost always sunny. All right, you guys have a fantastic day. Take care, and we will talk again soon.